Jamal.
My topic is teen drug abuse. I'm doing the negative effects that it can have on teens. Can cause things such as lower grades, it can cause addiction problems, it can cause trouble with the law, and it can even cause depression in teens. Um, First of these is lowering grades. It's been proven in several studies that drug use has a direct correlation on teens' performance in the classroom with their grades. This is both due to due to the fact that marijuana, the most widely used drug, kills brain cells. The THC in marijuana actually binds to the memory and learning and memory loss cells in the brain, and it causes memory loss. It causes learning problems, which will obviously lead directly to lower grades in the classroom. It also creates a kind of a no caring attitude. So the student doesn't really care whether or not they make a good grade on something so much as a person that doesn't use drugs does. So these are both negative things that are going to really affect a person's future before they even have a chance to get out there and start a future for themselves. There's also addiction problems. It's been proven in several studies that the earlier a person starts using drugs, the more likely they are to be long-term addicts, and the more likely they are to have relapses later on in life, even if they are able to quit. So this is going to prevent them from being able to hold down a steady job, which will lead to not being able to keep a steady income coming in. It's going to prevent them from having a good family, because nobody's going to want to start a family with somebody that can't keep a steady job and is addicted to drugs. So these are some bad things that are caused by teen drug abuse. Another thing, drug abuse can obviously lead directly to trouble with the law. Possessing drugs is a felony. Most types of drugs, depending on the quantity and everything, it's a felony, which can get you sent straight to jail if you're caught with that. Also, the use of drugs, like I said earlier, in the grades thing, it leads to a not caring attitude, really. So you might, especially while you're high on the drugs, you might do things that you wouldn't normally do were you in a sober state of mind. This can lead to some long-term prison problems. It can lead to basically ruining your life before you even get out of school, really, and have a chance to go get a job or make something of yourselves. It can put you in jail for a long time. It can cause problems like having unprotected sex and winding up with a kid or getting an STD that's going to affect you for the rest of your life. So all of these things are just negative effects that drugs have. Another thing, drugs can cause depression problems. In a study that was done not too long ago, 34.6% of depressed teens admitted to using drugs in their lifetimes. And some make the excuse that they use the drugs just to get over their depression, but it actually is proven that the drugs can actually add to the effects of their depression problems, making it even worse. So these are all things that are very negative effects of drugs. Teen drug abuse is a very serious issue. It causes lower grades. It causes addiction problems that affect the person for the rest of their life. It can cause trouble with the law, which can affect a person's life, and it can cause depression even. And teen drug abuse needs to be addressed very soon. Something needs to be done to stop it, so we can get our teenagers in America back on track to becoming the next people to lead this country.